We have more breaking news on the tariffs on gold. My friends, this is changing as I'm speaking to you. Okay, this is just hot off the presses. So I'm trying to learn as fast as this news is coming in today. This morning, we thought we are going to see a 39% tariff on gold. Then it comes to be it's Switzerland on Swiss gold. Now they're saying it's not going to happen. Help me out with the thumbs up, my friends. This is just breaking by the moment. More videos may have to come out with this. I'm trying to keep my audience up to date. So just bear with me with this video. Let's get into it. As most of us know already, this morning, this is from Bloomberg now. These are not my words. All right? These are not my words. This is how it reads. President Trump administration caused a major uproar, a panic from traders when apparently the new tariffs to be imported of gold bars. That means the kilo bars. That means the 100-ounce bars. That means the 400-ounce bars. And now it's scrambling to clarify there will be an exemption according to Bloomberg News. So apparently now there will be no tariffs of 39% on Swiss gold. Look, we import about $65.5 billion a year in gold from Switzerland. Switzerland, the information I found, they refined the world's gold. Up to 70% of the gold is refined through Switzerland. Then Switzerland came on board. They thought they were going to get tariffs. They said earlier this morning or earlier this afternoon, they're not going to export no more gold to United States. Then this news pops on saying there's going to be a clarification that it will be an exempt. Okay. That stirred the market up. That stirred some customers up at the shop. What's coming? I don't know what's coming next. Right? Like I said, this is breaking news. So as of right now, as of 4:05 p.m. on Friday afternoon, was it August 7th or 8th, something like that. Right now, we really don't have a clear crystal confirmation what's going to happen next. Gold's pulled way back down again. Okay, it's pulled back after this news broke. My friends, it takes one person to cause rockets in the market. We got to be careful here. This is what the news was reporting this morning. It caused some panic. It caused a lot of panic out there. So what really happened? I don't know. I don't know. All we know right now is they called tariffs on it. Switzerland said, we're not shipping you anything else. White House is scrambling to take these words back. That's the chain of action right now, as I see it. This is not good. This is not good for the industry of people trying to stack. We should not get people riled up or trying to stack silver and gold. Yeah, we should be a little teed off. We should be more than teed off about this, how it all came to play. This caused panic from everywhere. Had customers come in this morning. How much is gold going to go up? I don't know. We don't know. We still don't know if this is going to actually take place or not. This is very troubling for stackers because we don't know where to go next. No, I don't stack gold. We sell it. Okay, we sell it. We don't know how to answer the customers right now. What the heck is going on? I'm just being transparent with you all. I'm a little teed off. I'm more than teed off how this all took course. We should be all in a ruckus right now even if you're not stacking gold. We should be really upset because this takes people out of the market. That is what's going on right now. And I don't know where else to turn to. I don't know. I don't know how to report this news anymore. Well, I'm going to report it still. But this is what's in the news. So we got to keep our eyes on the markets. How this is going to affect the markets now. With gold, with silver, with platinum. We just don't know. We got to keep stacking though. I do know that. We know the dollar is going to fail. People laugh. Fine, laugh. Don't stack. Alright? Don't stack then. If you think this is a joke, then don't stack. You know, this was totally different what I was going to talk about today for my second video. But I want to get into the inflation. Inflation is not going away, my friends. And I got a little story from the coin shop too. Inflation's not going away. Okay? It all started, really, the big inflation rise started with the last administration. But we can't sugarcoat that, right? We all remember when Janet Yellen says inflation is transitory. I was home that day for lunch when she said that. I was eating at the kitchen counter. Got a good view of the TV from the kitchen counter. Got the boss through there. And I'm having my lunch. My grandmother's sitting at the kitchen table. When I heard those words, I yelled out, I'm going to paraphrase what I said, BS. I said the whole thing. Well, with my grandmother not knowing what the heck's going on, she was like, give her a chance. Give her a chance. I said, she's lying right to us. Inflation, do we start with this inflation crap? It's not going away. Well, my friends, it's not gone away. Inflation's even got worse since then. They can say all the numbers you want. You know what you're spending at the grocery store. You know what you're paying on your light bills. You know your rent increases if you have rent. You know your insurance has gone up on your car, your home, or your apartment. You know that. Inflation is not transitory. Inflation is not going away. Only way to protect yourself through inflation is silver and gold. That's it. No other thing is going to protect you than silver and gold. We got to keep stacking. And how long has since been Janet Yellen? It's been a few years. She admitted she was wrong. Well, it's too late, Janet. And I understand Janet's not in office no more, my friends. I'm well aware of that. But we got to start where it started from. And this administration is not doing a damn thing about inflation. Jerome Powell is in the box. Some people want to blame Jerome Powell for what's going on. I understand President Trump wants rate cuts. Okay, I understand that. You cut rates, you're going to get high inflation. On the back end of it, you leave rates alone, like he has been doing, you're going to see more job loss. So where do you go to balance this? Where the frig do you go to balance this? Okay, you want high inflation? Even if they cut rates, we're going to have high inflation. They cut rates, fine. They can cut rates in September like their talks on the street right now, like I've been touting for the last 3 gosh darn months. I said September's going to be your first rate cut. And for the ones who've been around since then at least, know I've been saying that. September, September, September. In September, it could be very, very big for silver and gold. So, do we only have a few weeks left? Do we just have into the meeting of the 17th when we get announced it's going to be a 25 base point rate cut, which ain't going to do jack for anybody. Are you going to go run out buy a house because your interest rates dropped a 0.25%? Are you going to go run out buying a car? That's not enough. That ain't going to do nothing. We cannot drop rates so fast either. It can't be done. You drop them down to 1%, like President Trump wants, you're going to have super high inflation. Then people are going to be buying a lot less. That will relate into more job loss because people are out there not spending. This Christmas could be one of the worst Christmases we've seen in a long, long, long time, my friends. People don't have the money. I think you're going to see more sell-off of silver and gold, personal stacks. People are trying to survive out there. You know, like I've said before on this channel, there's a few things you need in life. You need water, you need food, you need shelter, and you need clothing. I always seem to forget about clothing. But for ones who call me out on that, you're absolutely right. Everything else is material, my friends. That's what it is. We're going in survival mode. And I'm not trying to be doom and gloomy, but those are the facts. You know, and some people believe unemployment is a handout. Let me tell you something about unemployment before I talk about this pinbacks here for a moment. If you get into a situation, and I hope nobody has to file for unemployment, but if you do, it's not a handout. You paid a portion of your taxes into the system for unemployment. You put money in. Your employer has put money into the system. It is not a handout. It is not a handout. You pay into the system. So don't feel bad taking it if you need to take it. Okay? Don't feel bad. No, unemployment don't pay for everything, which it should. You should get a full benefit check of what you were making for the term, wherever state you live in. Now, what really stinks is, it depends on what state you live in. Some states it's 13 weeks. Some states it's 26 weeks. Some states are even a little bit higher than 26 weeks. It should not be up to the states. It should be up to the federal government. But they leave it to the states to handouts. It's not a handout. It should be at least 26 weeks. And some people can't even find a job after 26 weeks. Or after 13 weeks like some of these states are. It's a shame. It's a shame that some of these states are only 13 weeks. But it is what it is. Okay? And when I see people, when I hear people say it's a handout, no, it's wrong. That is the wrong information. You know, even when I was on unemployment, my own grandmother says it's a handout. Because they were told not to take unemployment when they were younger, when she lost her job. They were told that will hurt your Social Security. Well, how the heck am I supposed to know if I'm going to even make it to Social Security check? People my age or younger, Social Security is not going to be around. So, I mean, and Social Security is not a handout either. People busted their rear ends for what they get. And still, people can't even live off a Social Security check, which is a shame in this country. I had my rant. So I'll get into the Pinbacks deal of the week. Fractional gold, Britannias, random years, 4th ounce, 10th ounce, and a half ounce. The price to move, my friends. Check them out. You want some gold at decent prices? Check channel sponsor Pinbacks out for gold right now. 4th ounce, 10th ounce, half ounce. They even got the 1 ounce. Still a great price for where gold is right now. If you're into gold. if you don't mind random years. Who cares? It's still an ounce of gold. It's a quarter of an ounce of gold. It's a half ounce of gold. It's a 10th ounce of gold. It's government issued still. Check them out. Let them know that crazy coin shop Chris sent you. What else we got? It's just been a crazy day. You know, the coin shop story is, there's people were coming in and asking us, what are we thinking? How soon is this going to happen? We just don't know. But now we got some a little bit more clarification as of right as recording of this video. There's not going to be no tariffs on Switzerland gold. No tariffs now. But it caused enough market turbulence today. I wish people would be more careful of how they phrase stuff. Even the Swiss thought that's how they took it. They're going to get tariff 39%. And the Swifts came in and said, the hell with you guys. We ain't sending no more gold to you. Then it was the backpedal. Then it was the backpedaling, trying to clean up what President Trump said. It is what it is. We got to stop the melt, my friends. Put that in the comment section as well. Stop the melt. We got to do everything we can. And I know you are. I am doing everything we can to buy a little bit of 90% silver when we get a chance to. Or get a little bit of gold if you're into gold. Now, I don't defend any coin shop that will not even try to put it on their shelves, to make a few phone calls, to get a email list going, saying, look, we got this in. We're going to sell it to you the same price as we can get it from the smelters. They don't even try to do that. That is where I have an issue. At least try first. It's not about making a fast buck every single time you get a chance to make a fast buck. Look, we give our customers an opportunity to purchase it. Why aren't other shops doing the same gosh darn thing? If you help your customers out first, those same customers are going to come back. They will appreciate you offering them a little bit of a discount. Saying, you know what, this coin shop did it right. This coin shop treated me good. This coin shop didn't send it off to the smelters. They gave us an email first, giving us an opportunity to buy it at the same gosh darn price. Then they would get it from the smelter. Now, if gold drops a little bit or silver drops a little bit, you can still hold that original price a little bit for 4 or 5 days. All right, you can still hold that price. Give your customers an opportunity to get it. That's all I got, my friends. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow morning is my 52nd week in a row for 90% Silver Market Watch report. Yes, 1 year tomorrow. I've been doing this. We'll be doing this report for you all. So later on tonight, I'll be home writing out all those cards for tomorrow morning. Why some people, not accusing you of doing this, some people are out there having a field day at the bars, at the social clubs, at family dinner, whatnot, going to the movies, raising some kind of heck somewhere. Just don't get in trouble. But I'm home for you, writing out those cards every single Friday night, and I'm happy to do it. This is why I have a little bit more silver. I'm not out there socializing, spending money on going out to eat, going to movies, going to these concerts, football games, basketball games, baseball games, anything like that. I'm home, and I'm able to get a little bit more silver that way, because I make my sacrifices, because I know the crap's coming down to hit the fan, And it's not going to be a pretty sight, my friends. We will see you tomorrow morning for that report. 90% silver market watch. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget about the Pinbacks giveaway coming up. 7,500 subscribers. We'll be doing the next giveaway. Thanks for watching. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out.